Hey everybody, welcome back to The Complete Game, episode 64. I'm your host, Curt Schilling, co-host Garrick Schilling. What's up, G?
What's going on, everybody? We got some playoff races heating up. We had Merrill Kelly starting today for the Rangers. They look like they're going to take the loss to the Astros in that ever-tightening AL wildcard race. And then the Giants and Diamondbacks are playing musical chairs with that outside-looking-in spot in the NL West. So lots going on.
Yep, Cal Raleigh passes Mickey Mantle for the single-season home run record for switch hitters and ties Ken Griffey Jr. the next inning for single-season Mariners record with 56. And, well, I mean, I'm not even sure where to go with that. I mean, it's just one of the all-time great seasons by a catcher. And 247, 56 homers, 118 RBIs. And by the way, 14 stolen bases. Like, what?
More than Alejandro Kirk.
Yeah.
Is he the most exciting guy to tune into a Mariners game and watch since like Felix Hernandez or Ichiro and Ken Griffey were there themselves?
Well, yeah, but they've always had. They had A-Rod, they had Ichiro, they had Griffey, they had RJ.
That's what I'm saying, though. For 25 years, like other than Felix Hernandez, he's probably the most exciting guy. I mean, the Mariners are one of those teams for me that unfairly, like the Winnipeg Jets or the Carolina Panthers in football. I have one in every sport where it's like, I don't know if it's the jerseys or the organization. They're not fun to watch for me. And I love Cal Raleigh, so I've tuned into more Mariners highlights than ever.
What a great baseball city, too. What
and
a great
cool
baseball city. Yeah, great ballpark. Not totally hitter friendly, but great ballpark, great fans, very East Coast oriented from their enthusiasm and their support of the team. And I'm gonna go like sideways on this topic real quick. I just saw something that was miraculous. They're pointing out best and worst for franchises, and they were talking about the fact that the Colorado Rockies are averaging 21,000 people a game.
No shot.
That is absolutely unbelievable.
That's not true.
That
there's no chance that's true. Go to any single game recap and watch the video. Look in the crowd, and you tell me there's 5,000 people, much less 20.
Wait, I could be wrong. Could be totally wrong.
We'll fact check it. Or tell me where you're getting that, because think about how many people that is.
No, I know.
The Red Sox have, what's Fenway's capacity, like 37,000? I think they fill out every day. You're telling me they get half the crowd that Fenway does? BS.
They usually have attendance.
The Rockies, anyway, though, I guess I'll filibuster while you're looking for this. The thing you mentioned before the show about we've been talking all this entire podcast's history about how miserable this season must be for the Rockies and how it can't get any worse. We don't think it can get any worse. And then tonight they're losing 6-0 and are in a rain delay currently. And we're talking about that might be the worst thing ever, is to be on this team with almost 400 run differential, up or down 6-0 and
5. The Colorado Rockies are 15th in the league in attendance, an average of 30,000 fans a game.
Okay, if that's true, then that's all the more reason to get their shit together. Because, I mean, if they're fielding that many people with the way they've been going, that's incredible.
As expected, the Athletics are last because of the stadium they're playing in.
I was going to say the A's, if they had that kind of support, they'd probably still be in Oakland.
Guess who's next to last? Under 10,000 a game.
Next to last in the entirety of Major League Baseball? Minnesota.
Nope. Minnesota's 24th at 22,000.
That's a good guess, though. Miami.
Tampa Bay Rays at 9,742. Miami is next at 13,486.
See, that's why I felt like your Colorado 30,000 a game, or whatever you said the first time, there was no way. Because I feel like I have a pretty good read from watching highlights and shit, just looking at the stands, how many people are at these games. It feels like they're empty. I will say, because you just brought it up, though, have you seen where the A's play? I mean, I think that's a
long year, man.
That's a better situation than the Coyotes were in the NHL.
Well, the only upside is that the organization will do everything it can to offset, because the Players Association had to approve it. Number one.
Yeah. Same with the Coyotes playing at ASU. They had to come in and do some stuff professionally to that.
So Colorado is averaging more fans than Detroit, Texas, Arizona, St. Louis, Cincinnati, Cleveland, Washington, Baltimore, Minnesota, Kansas City, Pittsburgh, the White Sox, Miami. Yeah. That's ridiculous.
I would say that the one thing all those other cities, for the most part, at least have those. There's other shit to do in most of those
Right.
places, which is.
Well, Colorado has the Broncos.
But that's
Denver.
I'm saying that
Yeah.
as more of a
And
not an indictment on Rockies fans, but like a boost for them, because that's, I mean, there's, and the type of people that live in Colorado are outdoor, like, we'll find something to do, we'll go do something, we'll make something out of today type people, and if they're going to
yeah.
Rockies games that often when they're this bad, that sucks.
Yep. Yep. And let's see. This year, Colorado was 15th, also at 31,361. Yeah. So yeah, when they win, they draw massive numbers. Hold on. Let me see. Let's go back. 2007, they drew an average of 28,000. The year they went to the World Series.
Is that one of the greatest sports stories that ever was? I mean, if that run ends up in them winning the World Series, that's truly one of the most miraculous, like, get into the playoffs magical run of all time.
It's one of them. I mean, my goodness, they were stacked.
out. They had to win game 163. They had to.
Right. They were stacked, though. They were stacked.
Their lineup
in 07.
was. Their pitching staff was
yeah.
nobody.
Wow.
Could you even name somebody on it now?
That's why. Well, yeah, the Jeff Francis started for them game one.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, no, they
I don't
and
even
then right
remember
now the Cy Young predictor has Crochet beating Scooble barely.
Yeah, that's the vibe, I think, since he went down. But I don't know if that's just recency bias because people didn't think he'd finish the year, and then Crochet had that marquee win on Sunday Night Baseball against the Yankees, so
yeah,
could be a little recency bias. But I mean, he's been unbelievable and exactly what we talked about last time. What the Red Sox needed, or they're not in this wild card position.
So Jordan Alvarez is out. I'm guessing going to be for the rest of the year. Bad ankle sprain, slipping on home plate when he scored a run last night.
Don't look now, also, but the Rangers have made this a 2-run game with a guy on second in the 8th. So that's the cool part about this part of the year is that you do get to sneaky catch some playoff games right now. Like this Rangers-Astros game, like it might not have the MLB playoff spray paint on the side by the batter's box, but I mean, these guys are playing for the postseason right now.
Yep. But the Astros used an opener tonight. Bluebow went 3, 2 hits, 7 punch outs, and then they've used 5 relievers now. De Los Santos gave up 3 on a home run to Heim, but that opener thing just
bothers you.
So, yeah, it bothers me immensely. And then we have to talk about Paul Skeens getting rocked for 3 full runs tonight. 3 2/3, 7 hits, 3 earnings, 6 punch outs, 3 walks. In a 4-1 loss, Cade Horton moves to 11-4, 266 for the Cubs, throwing a whole 5 innings on 79 pitches. Animal. And then the Cubs bullpen comes in and 4 innings, 6 punch outs and a hit. So yeah, shaping up, man. We're gonna have. I think we're gonna have some game 163s. It's just playing out that way. Houston coming in tonight, 2.5 up on Cleveland. Mets 2 up on the D-backs, who are now losing to the Giants.
Yeah, but they made that a game.
Everybody else. Yeah.
Yep, 5-3, and then, like I said, the Astros are going to get a push here at the end from Texas. Do you want to talk about the kid that I sent you before the show, the Toronto Blue Jays kid that made his debut a little bit? I don't know how you say the name. I didn't hear it, but it's Y.E. Savage, Trey Savage. I hope that's how you say his name. I really hope. But made his debut yesterday for the Blue Jays, had 9 Ks in 5 innings, and we were talking about it before the show again, but your arm action a little bit, very over the top, over the shoulder.
Yeah, and he'll post the picture. There's a picture of him, which is when you hear about guys that throw over the top, that's what it looks like. That's what over the top is. It's not directly over the top. You move your head out of the way and your arm slot goes up high. We were talking about this. The Phillies ground crew used to pick the mound up for me. We had an absurdly high mound in Philadelphia, and everybody used to talk about it. And one of the things was, it didn't help me because I was already at the top throwing at a downward angle, and I had the height advantage. What it did was it picked up short pitchers and gave them leverage and height. People talk about the big season. Bob Gibson's 1.12. Then in '68, they moved the mound down. They dropped the legal height of the mound after that, and they pointed that as a major reason why. And I don't agree with that, but yeah, that picture of him is pretty, and those mechanics are pretty.
Yeah, I was gonna
And
say, and that's probably the first good mechanics review we've had on this show in a while.
well, the only thing that I don't like is that he's got, and that's a great arm angle to throw a split from too. And you can see his split. It really hides the angle. And there's a couple highlights on one of the sports networks that shows him striking out 5 in a row. And that arm angle makes a split just deadly.
Do you see the thing I'm
Because of
talking about though that I noticed about him? That's the major difference, at least right now, mechanically for him.
what's that?
He's not. He's leaving his glove out, which I said. And again, feel free to correct me if
In
I'm
what
wrong.
what do you mean? What do you mean?
When he's coming down with his arm, his glove's kind of
Yeah.
like out in front of him instead of tucked.
Oh yeah. And that, ultimately what you don't want is the lazy arm where the glove hangs down. And that's something you can fix. It's a bullpen fix. It's one bullpen fix. You get them to when they come around, they take the glove and they put it right under their neck, and you just get them that feeling. Because what happens is, if you're looking at like this, the throw, the gloves here and the arms here, they exchange places. The glove should come back this way when the arm goes through, and so as the ball's in the back of your delivery, you're this way. And then as you turn to throw, you pull. It's that rotational pull. And what a lot of guys will do is they'll drop it. And if you drop it, it pulls you to the left and becomes an inconsistent mechanic that keeps you, and it makes it very challenging to control the strike zone consistently. Hold on. 6-5.
6-5.
First and third.
Yeah. What's the term you always use for going back and getting a little extra?
Reaching back
for it. Yeah, that when he goes
going to the well.
Yeah, going to the well. When he goes to the well for things like that, that's the thing that at least was ringing in my head when I was saying like something you taught me about pitching growing up mechanically is that for command and control like that, when you go back to the well to get one, it's a lot harder to control and command. Like you're saying, your head pulls out or your body pulls out to the side, your gloves favoring because you pull your body out of the way. It's like a golf swing.
Well, so one of the exercises I'll do, and I did it with you, is I'll tell people, I'm going to talk you through the pitch. I'm going to speak during your delivery, and I'll, when you start with the glove and the ball, and I'll just start, okay, nice and easy, nice and easy, nice
Tempo.
and easy. Right, and it's nice and easy, nice and easy, nice and easy. The throw doesn't begin until this. That first move forward, that's when, so people talk about reaching back, which is a misnomer. You don't actually reach back farther. You're digging deeper, and you're doing that with rotational power. And so it's nice and easy, nice and easy, nice and easy. You get to right about here, and as soon as your hand starts to come forward, that's when the throw begins. That's when you put the effort in. These guys
like
are max
swing.
effort. Right. And these guys are max effort. Like you can see them, they're clenching both sides. We'll watch 2 young kids play burnout and how they'll cock back. When you want to punch somebody hard, you punch them directly from here. You don't reach back like this because you're wild and out of control, right? You want to impact at the point of contact. And so it's short and concise. So, yep, second and third, 2 outs now. Texas at 6-5. Oh, inning over. Okay. Yeah, it's a game now.
That while you do you got anything else? You want to play a game real quick?
No, let's go guess the teammate.
Guess your teammate. I stumped you last time on Sunday with our put us together, so I'm gonna try and keep that
only
trend.
because I forgot his name.
That's the game is names, so that's kind of a big part of it.
I know.
James Madison. All right.
And by the way, for those of you that want to hang out with us, Garrick, follow Garrick. We play World of Warcraft as a little group, and I think we're actually going to play tonight. I just got a text from Garrison.
Twitch.tv/Curt Schilling. Also, Follow our socials for updates coming up. I post a lot on Instagram about, just stuff going on in Major League Baseball, like little hits and stuff. So 2 weeks till the postseason. We're gonna have a lot going out.
And
So
it's also, like I said earlier, I thought one of the ways I would see my age was in physical activities, and it's actually not manifested itself. My inability now to do the one thing I taught these boys how to do, which was play an MMO. I'm now the old dad gamer, and it pisses me
it's
off.
liability is a better word for
Yeah.
it, but
Okay.
um. Oh, before we play Guess Your Teammate, real quick, it is Patriots Steelers this week. Do we want to have some sort of podcast mayor's bet? We could come up with I was gonna say money will obviously not do anything for you. So I was gonna say for me, I will put on the table 100 push-ups at any given time on your choosing. So what that means is you can call me, or if I'm over at your guys' house or anything, 5 push-ups now. I have to drop and give them to you. So
All right. Okay.
we can come up with yours, or if you have
And then,
something, or
right. No, we
I can just. I'm sure you have your Brady jersey still. You could just have to wear that on the podcast on Sunday, maybe
okay, yeah, that would okay, that'd
after.
be
Okay,
painful.
all right. So I'm glad we got that out of the way, though. I did wanna I did wanna have some stakes on it.
Steelers money line.
Yep, yep. Their favorite at Gillette, by the way, which is hilarious. I love getting to take my team as a home dog. All right. We got Guess Your Teammate tonight, though, with a former teammate of my dad's. We got 5 clues ranging from difficult to easy. First clue. I had a 16-year career for 8 teams, 6 NL and 2 AL, and was a one-time All-Star, which is my only piece of hardware.
Next.
I started the most games of any Philadelphia Philly in 2000, the year of your departure.
Next.
Anything yet? Nothing ticking around up there?
Got some ideas.
I did not get my first taste of playoff baseball until 2009 with the Los Angeles Dodgers.
By the way, Arizona Frisco tied 5-5 in the 5th. 2009 Dodgers. Nope. Next. Wow, this might be one you get me on.
I threw over 2,300 innings and started 30 plus games 7 different times in my career, the same amount as you.
Derek Lowe.
You want the last clue?
God. Okay.
My rookie season in 1999 with the Phillies, I started 21 games and went 6-9 with a 5.55 ERA as the youngest and newest member of our rotation. This is a cheeky one.
Wow, you're gonna get me on this.
This one's gonna bother you a lot, I think. There you go. Saved yourself the last minute.
Wow.
Wolfie.
And very underrated. Great kid too. He came up as a young pitcher. Very deceptive. Had a very good career. Very underrated career too.
I was gonna say one of those in the same vein of Lyle Overbay, where I didn't know if you'd know him just because it was kind of on your way out.
No,
Although you
I
had more
know.
time with him, but
Yeah, and I kind of stayed in touch a little bit.
but I didn't. So again, Randy Wolf's the name I knew. I didn't know he played 16 years. Like he stuck
Yeah.
around for a while.
Yeah, and he was good.
Yeah, he was solid, rock solid starter. Like I said, was shocked to see that he had started 30 games the same amount of years as you, 30 plus games. That's pretty wild. Which is a big deal, especially nowadays. Like they would be asking him not to start as many games or to pitch less innings, or in today's Major League Baseball. Are you watching this Diamondbacks Giants updates now too, or?
I just saw it. No, I was just.
I was gonna say this will probably be what I watch now.
Well, text Garrison. He just texted us.
The Colorado Miami games resumed too. Yep, Randy Wolf. Guess your teammate, number 41. That was 41 teammates so far. So
Wow.
we'll be back on Friday.
Yep. We'll be back on Friday, guys. Have a great week. Take care, G. I'll talk to you soon, buddy. I love you.
Yep. Like, subscribe, follow on Spotify, you guys. Playoffs in 2 weeks.